Have you ever felt that sudden jolt of fear? That lurch in your stomach when you unexpectedly stumble? Maybe you tripped over an uneven patch on the pavement, or perhaps just lost your footing for a second turning around. For many of us, especially as we get a little older, that brief moment isn't just surprising, it can trigger a wave of anxiety. It's a stark reminder of how quickly our balance can feel uncertain, and the thought of a real fall can be genuinely worrying. It's a painful reality for many older men, and indeed anyone over a certain age, that something as simple and fundamental as walking can suddenly feel like it requires intense concentration. Or worse, feels risky. The fear of falling isn't just about the physical injury, it's about losing confidence, limiting where you go, and feeling less independent. You might find yourself avoiding walks you once enjoyed, hesitating to step out in slightly less than perfect weather, or constantly scanning the ground ahead. It feels like a part of your freedom is slowly slipping away. But what if I told you that improving your balance and walking with more confidence doesn't require complicated exercises or expensive equipment? There's a kind of secret to walking that can make a dramatic difference. Focusing on simple, smart adjustments to how you walk. It's less about physical strength and more about awareness and technique. In this video, we're going to explore 5 simple, often overlooked walking tricks that can significantly improve your balance and help you walk more safely. These aren't difficult. They're subtle shifts in how you approach walking that can have profound effects. Stick with me to the end, because there's something I'll share that might truly surprise you about what's possible when you start walking differently. Let's dive right in and talk about the very first trick. And it's one that might seem incredibly basic, but you'd be surprised how many people stop doing it effectively as they age. It's all about how you place your feet. Think about the way you walked naturally when you were younger. There was a rhythm, a flow, a definite step. Over time, maybe without even noticing, some of us develop a bit of a shuffle or a flatter foot placement. The first secret trick is to consciously return to placing your heel down first, rolling smoothly through the sole of your foot, and then pushing off with your toes. This might sound overly simple, but it's fundamental to stable walking. When you place your heel down first, you're establishing a solid base of support before your weight transfers forward. This gives you a moment of stability and control with each step. If you tend to put your whole foot down flat, or even worse, step more on the ball of your foot or your toes, you lose that initial point of stability. It's like trying to balance a table on one short leg instead of 4 sturdy ones. Practicing this conscious heel-to-toe roll takes a little focus at first. Try walking slowly in a safe, flat area, like across your living room or down a hallway. Really feel your heel touch the ground first. Then, notice the sensation as your weight smoothly rolls forward along the outside edge of your foot, across the ball of your foot, and finally, as your toes lift off the ground to propel you into the next step. It's a deliberate sequence. You might find you've been skipping parts of the sequence, or rushing through it. Slow it down initially. Think heel, roll, push, heel, roll, push. You're creating a stable foundation with every single step you take. This isn't just about feeling clunky and deliberate. It's about training your muscles and your nervous system to work together in a way that maximizes stability. When you roll through your foot, you're also engaging the small muscles in your ankles and feet that are crucial for balance and adapting to uneven surfaces. A flat-footed landing or a shuffle bypasses a lot of this natural shock absorption and stabilization mechanism. Imagine walking on a slightly uneven path. If you're consciously rolling through your foot, your ankle and foot have a chance to adapt to the slight tilt or bump before your full weight comes down. If you just plop your foot down flat, you're much more likely to lose your balance. Common mistakes to watch out for when trying this. Trying to rush it. It's not about speed initially. It's about the quality of the step. Another mistake is overthinking it so much that you walk stiffly. The goal is to eventually make it feel natural again. Start by practicing it for short periods, maybe just for the length of your hallway, or while walking to the kitchen. As it starts to feel more familiar, try it when you're walking outside in a safe area. The benefit you'll notice, aside from improved stability, is often less jarring impact on your knees and hips. Because that foot roll provides natural cushioning, it's a seemingly small adjustment. But its impact on your overall balance and the feeling of being grounded when you walk is truly significant. It helps your brain receive better information about where your foot is in space and how it's interacting with the ground, which is vital for maintaining balance automatically. Think of it as giving your body the best possible information with each step. It's building a stable base, one heel-to-toe roll at a time. This focus on the ground beneath you and the mechanics of your footfall is the first critical piece of the puzzle for safer, more confident walking. It's about making each interaction with the ground as stable and informative as possible. Now, once you've started paying attention to where your feet land and that deliberate heel-to-toe action, the next step builds right on that by shifting your focus upwards, but in a specific way. The second secret walking trick is to consciously look ahead, rather than down at your feet. This might sound counterintuitive. Surely, you need to see where you're stepping to avoid tripping. Right. And yes, you do need to be aware of the ground, but constantly staring down at your feet actually works against good posture and balance. When you hunch over and look directly at the ground right in front of you, you shift your center of gravity forward. This makes you less stable and more prone to toppling forward if you hit an obstacle. It also limits your ability to see what's coming up well ahead of you, like an approaching person, a change in the path, or an obstacle in the distance. The trick is to fix your gaze about 10 to 15 feet ahead of you, or even further if you feel comfortable. This allows your neck and back to straighten naturally, bringing your head up and aligning your spine over your hips. This simple act helps align your body's weight over your base of support, your feet, which is crucial for stable movement. Looking ahead also allows your peripheral vision to do its job. You'll still see the ground immediately in front of you and notice potential tripping hazards, but your primary focus is further out. This gives your brain more time to process the environment and prepare for any changes. Think about driving a car. You don't stare at the road right over your hood. You look ahead to see the traffic lights, curves in the road, and other vehicles. Walking is similar. You need to see the road ahead of you to navigate it smoothly and safely. Practicing this involves a gentle reminder to lift your chin slightly and direct your eyes forward. If you find yourself constantly looking down, just take a moment to pause, lift your head, and refocus your gaze. You might even find that looking ahead makes you feel more confident and less anxious about walking. It reduces that feeling of being vulnerable and hunched over. When you walk with your head up, you project an air of confidence, and more importantly, you gain a better perspective of your surroundings. It allows your natural balance mechanisms, which rely on input from your eyes, inner ear, and body position, to work more effectively together. Constantly looking down can actually confuse these systems. Trying this might feel a little strange if you're used to scanning the ground right at your feet. You might worry you'll miss something. Start practicing this in a familiar, safe environment where you know the ground is even, like a path in a park you frequent, or even just walking laps around your own garden or yard. Gradually extend the time you spend looking ahead. You'll likely find that your peripheral vision is quite capable of spotting immediate hazards once you trust it to do so. This trick, combined with the conscious heel-to-toe step, starts to create a more upright, stable, and aware walking style. You're not just putting one foot in front of the other, you're moving your whole body forward efficiently and safely, using your vision to guide you effectively. It changes the whole dynamic of your walk, shifting from a hesitant, ground-focused shuffle to a more purposeful, forward-moving stride. It's about trusting your body's ability to handle what's right in front of you while you focus on the path ahead. Now, once you've started paying attention to where your feet land and where your eyes are looking, we can build on that with something that connects your whole body and is surprisingly important for stability, engaging your core, and improving your posture. The third secret trick is to walk as if you have a string gently pulling you up from the crown of your head, keeping your torso comfortably upright and your core muscles lightly engaged. This doesn't mean walking stiffly like a soldier or sucking in your stomach until you can't breathe. It's about a gentle awareness of your torso and maintaining a relatively straight line from your head down to your feet. Think about your core muscles, those muscles in your abdomen and back. They act like a stable central pillar for your body. When they are even slightly engaged, they help keep your trunk steady while your legs are moving. This stability in the center makes a massive difference to your balance. If your core is completely relaxed or slouched, your upper body can sway or tilt independently of your lower body, which makes you much more likely to lose balance, especially when turning or navigating uneven ground. So, how do you gently engage your core while walking? Imagine you're about to receive a light tap on your stomach, and you instinctively brace yourself a tiny bit. That slight bracing feeling is what you're aiming for. Or, picture standing tall, elongating your spine as if you're trying to be just an inch taller. Without straining, this subtle lifting action helps align your torso correctly. Practicing good posture and core engagement starts even when you're not walking. When you're sitting, try to sit tall, feeling your sit bones and imagining that string pulling you up. When you're standing, avoid slumping your shoulders or letting your lower back excessively arch. Bringing this awareness to your walking means checking in with your posture periodically. Are you slumping forward? Are your shoulders rounded? Gently correct yourself. Lift your chest slightly. Relax your shoulders down. And feel that subtle connection to your core. The benefit of this is huge. A strong, stable core means your balance reactions are faster and more effective. If you trip or stumble, your body is in a better position to recover because your core can help stabilize your trunk. It also makes walking feel less tiring in your legs because your torso is supporting itself better, rather than relying solely on your legs to keep you upright. Furthermore, good posture while walking improves your breathing, allowing you to walk more comfortably for longer periods. This trick works hand in hand with looking ahead. When you look ahead, you naturally tend to lift your head and chest, which encourages better posture and core engagement. It's all connected, a chain reaction of good walking habits. It might take conscious effort at first, reminding yourself to stand tall and lightly engage your core. You could even try practicing standing on one leg for a few seconds near a wall for support, paying attention to how your core muscles instinctively engage to keep you stable. Then, try to replicate that feeling when walking. It's about building a strong, stable center from which your limbs can move safely and effectively, building on the idea of a connected, rhythmic walk. Let's talk about the fourth secret trick, which involves your arms. Using a natural, relaxed arm swing while you walk is incredibly important for balance, rhythm, and efficiency. You might see some people walking with their arms stiffly held at their sides, or perhaps clasped behind their back. While these positions might feel secure, they actually hinder your natural balance mechanisms. Your arms and legs work in a coordinated, contralateral pattern when you walk. As your left leg steps forward, your right arm swings forward, and vice versa. This opposing movement helps to counterbalance the motion of your legs and pelvis, which significantly improves your stability and makes your walk smoother and more energy efficient. Think of it like a seesaw. As weight goes down on one side, the other side goes up, keeping things level overall. A natural arm swing doesn't need to be exaggerated. It should be relaxed and comfortable. Your arms should swing gently forward and back from your shoulders, in opposition to your legs. Your elbows can have a soft bend, and your hands can be relaxed. The range of the swing will depend on your walking pace. A faster walk will naturally involve a slightly larger swing. The key is to allow this movement to happen naturally, rather than trying to control it too much or holding your arms stiffly. If you've gotten out of the habit of swinging your arms, it might feel a little awkward initially. You can practice this by simply standing and gently swinging your arms back and forth, feeling the natural rotation in your shoulders and trunk. Then, try incorporating this into your slow practice walks, focusing on the coordination between your arms and legs. Left leg forward, right arm forward, right leg forward, left arm forward. The benefits of this simple arm swing are multifaceted. First and foremost, it enhances stability by providing a constant, rhythmic counterbalance. This makes you less likely to wobble side to side. Secondly, it improves your walking rhythm and flow, making your gait smoother and less choppy. A smoother gait is inherently more stable. Thirdly, a natural arm swing helps propel you forward, making walking feel easier and less taxing on your legs. It's like getting a little extra help with each step. If you've been walking with your arms still, adding this natural swing might feel surprisingly liberating and make your walk feel more natural and balanced almost immediately. It engages your upper body in the walking process, connecting your arms, shoulders, core, and legs into a more integrated and stable unit. It's a prime example of how walking is a whole body activity, not just about your legs and feet. Getting your arms involved in this simple, rhythmic way is a powerful yet effortless trick for improving your balance and confidence. Next, we'll dive into the fifth and final secret trick, which brings together the rhythm and control we've been building. It's about finding your optimal cadence and pace. So, we've covered these 4 surprisingly simple yet powerful techniques, focusing on placing your heel down first and rolling through your foot, consciously looking ahead instead of down, engaging your core and maintaining good posture, and using a natural, relaxed arm swing. Now let's tie it all together with the 5th secret trick, finding your optimal cadence and pace. This isn't about walking fast or slow. It's about finding a steady, comfortable rhythm that feels controlled and allows you to maintain all the other techniques we've discussed. For many older adults, especially those worried about falling, there's a tendency to either rush or to walk excessively slowly with very short, hesitant steps. Neither extreme is ideal for balance. Rushing makes you more likely to trip and gives you less time to react if you stumble. Walking too slowly with tiny steps can actually make your gait less stable because you spend more time with both feet close together or briefly off the ground, rather than having a clear transfer of weight from one stable base to the next. Your optimal cadence is the number of steps you take per minute, and your optimal pace is how fast you are covering ground. For improving balance, the focus should be less on covering distance quickly and more on maintaining a steady, consistent rhythm that feels secure. A slightly shorter step than you might have taken in your younger years can sometimes be beneficial, as it keeps your base of support under you and reduces the distance your center of gravity has to travel horizontally. However, the key is that these steps should still have that deliberate heel-to-toe action and be part of a smooth, continuous motion, not a series of hesitant shuffles. Finding your ideal pace might involve a little experimentation. Try walking at different speeds and notice how stable you feel. Are you able to maintain your posture? Look ahead, swing your arms, and roll through your foot effectively if you're rushing. You'll likely find you start abandoning some of these techniques. If you're walking too slowly, your movement might feel disjointed and unstable. A good starting point is to aim for a pace where you can comfortably hold a conversation without being breathless. This indicates a moderate, sustainable effort. Focus on the rhythm of your steps. Some people find it helpful to even hum a tune or count their steps initially to find a steady tempo. The goal is to create a smooth, flowing gait where each step follows naturally from the last, supported by the heel-to-toe roll, guided by your forward gaze, stabilized by your core, and balanced by your arm swing. This steady, controlled pace allows your body's natural balance systems, your inner ear, your vision, and the feedback from your muscles and joints to work together effectively. It gives your brain enough time to process the incoming information and make any necessary small adjustments to keep you upright. It's about walking with purpose and control, rather than haste or hesitation. Putting this 5th trick into practice involves being mindful of your speed when you start walking. Resist the urge to speed up if you're feeling anxious. And similarly, avoid slowing down to the point of shuffling. Aim for that comfortable, steady middle ground. As you become more comfortable with the first 4 techniques, you'll likely find that a slightly more efficient and stable pace comes naturally. It's a positive feedback loop. Practicing these tricks improves your confidence, which allows you to walk with a more assured pace, which further enhances your balance and reduces anxiety. It's important to remember that this is a process. You won't magically master all 5 of these techniques overnight. It takes practice, patience, and persistence. Start by focusing on just 1 or 2 of the tricks during your walks. Perhaps the heel-to-toe roll and looking ahead. Once those start to feel more natural, incorporate another one. The real magic happens when you start putting them all together, weaving these 5 simple actions into a single, conscious way of moving. It's not about being perfect every second of every walk, but about building awareness and making these techniques a more ingrained part of how you move through the world. Consistency is key. Even short, regular practice sessions, maybe just 10 or 15 minutes a day focusing on these techniques, can make a significant difference over time. Remember, small changes can make a big difference to your health and happiness. Improving your balance through better walking isn't just about preventing falls. It's about regaining confidence, increasing your independence, and opening up your world again. Think about the walks you used to enjoy, the places you might have hesitated to go recently because you felt less stable. Practicing these techniques can help you reclaim those simple pleasures. It reduces that underlying hum of anxiety about falling, freeing up mental energy to simply enjoy being out and about, connecting with your surroundings, and engaging with life more fully. Don't be discouraged if it feels awkward or tiring at first. Any new skill takes practice. Be patient and kind to yourself. Every little step you take towards practicing these techniques makes a difference and builds a stronger foundation for your balance. Celebrate the small wins. Maybe you noticed yourself catching your balance more easily one day. Or you felt less wobbly on an uneven patch. Those are signs that your body is learning and adapting. The cumulative effect of these seemingly simple adjustments can be truly profound. Imagine being able to walk down the street with less worry, to navigate crowded spaces more easily, to step confidently off a curb. That's the kind of freedom that improved balance can give you. It's not just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years, allowing you to remain active, engaged, and independent. These 5 tricks, the conscious heel-to-toe step, looking ahead, engaging your core and improving posture, using a natural arm swing, and finding a steady, optimal pace, are not advanced concepts. They are fundamental principles of efficient and stable human locomotion that we may have simply drifted away from over time. By consciously bringing them back into our awareness and practice, we can significantly enhance our balance and reduce our risk of falling. This isn't just theoretical, it's practical. Actionable advice you can start using on your very next walk. You have the power to improve your balance and walk with more confidence. And it starts with these simple, smart adjustments to how you move. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to walking or balance? Have you tried focusing on any of these techniques before? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could help someone else. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips and strategies on living your best life at every age. Remember, you can take steps today towards a more stable and confident tomorrow. Live your best life at every age.